Oh, hell no!
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Todd Smith. I'm setting in tonight for my man Jay Adams. He's feeling a little under the weather tonight, so I'm in here with my man Biz, and we're gonna go over a few things. First thing first, thanks for joining us. We're extremely blessed and thankful to have everybody tuning in and paying attention to what we got to say, because we're here to help you. This is our time to give you guys a little bit of inside information that we wish we probably would have had earlier in our careers, and we might have been a little bit further along. So with that all said, hey Biz, what we got tonight? Meek Mills, they pay me more for violence. I, I think that may be true. Um, rap artists are almost like the new action hero, man. Everybody wants to hear. They want to hear that rough shit, man. They don't want to hear that native tongues type of thing anymore. Which, you know, me personally, I think I wish we would get back to that. More of the party type rap. I think hard rap has its place, and we like it, but it's almost like everything has to be that now. There's no nothing to offset it, and I think that's why labels are hesitant to sign rap artists now. It's getting a little boring and mundane. Uh, it all sounds the same anymore, man. What do you think, Biz?
You know what? I didn't want to. I mean, but you know what? Man, let me not be that guy. Man, we all do it, man. We know what it is. It's
Right,
crazy because when they do it, we think it's popping. So all the independent artists keep doing it.
right.
And then you kind of get this like notion around of like maybe this is what everybody wants, you know.
Now that's a fact. That's if thing is if the main if the labels are upset that rap sounding the same and they're not signing as many rappers because of that, wouldn't you think you would switch that up as a label owner or an A&R and bring in some different
No,
type of talent?
of course not. And you know what? They probably would want to, you know, Todd. Like they really would want to,
Hmm.
but it's kind of like no. Why would I change up if the market's not going to buy that? If the market said that the price of this item is $1.25, I'm not going to try to come sell the market a different product. I'm gonna sell them that product that's getting $1.25, right? And it's kind of like, well, damn, that's the only thing your mind amount to. You can't expand your brain, you know. But I get you, you know, like I get what you're saying, you know. It's true.
Yeah, no, I definitely get that. But what I'm saying is, if they're the ones getting bored with it, why do they keep feeding you that? You know what I mean? I get what you're saying as far as it makes money, but let's face it, whenever the labels
Well,
put
nothing. Well, I'm
anything in
sorry.
front of
Not that it makes. Well, not that it makes money. It's just that a person don't have a. They don't choose to do different because that's not what the market is calling for. The market wants that because that's making money. You get what I mean? It's not like let me go against the grain and make my own money accumulation. That way, I can have more value, a solidified fan base, a dedicated fan base, other than this. Feather fan base. Like, you know, they feathers. They'll fly, come in, they'll fly away, right? Type of fan base because you doing the trendy shit. Because once you start there, you got to keep it up, right? Once you start alive, you got to keep alive.
right. Uh,
So,
yeah, that's we've seen that recently with a lot of artists like the 6 9s and Gunners of the world and stuff like that.
right?
I mean, we've pretty much figured out that these guys are gonna snitch, and that's the least gangster thing you can do, and they're still putting out gangster music.
Hey, you know what? No lie.
Yeah.
You can't be like, if you can be, because I don't want to change the subject because like, well, I'm going to go into the 6 9 thing. But
Oh.
just to be, just to be said, I'm going to play the videos. But you know, man, you know, we gave a little dialogue. Let's see what the video says, and you know, what I mean, let's see, you know,
Yeah.
if our response stays the same. You know,
Okay. Yeah.
We get paid to rap about that stuff. They actually pay us more when we rap about more ignorant stuff. So I make sure I even a line and come talk on stages like this. But you guys, the NAACP, open up doors for people like me to be able to power forward because the things that fund us, that don't power me forward. You know, I just make sure because I know better and I'm at an age point. I'm 36. They power us really went from when we 21 to 25, where we really don't know. We get paid to rap about that stuff. They actually pay us.
I mean, he wasn't lying. You know what I mean? He wasn't
but that
lying.
means you're no, that means you're a sellout. He
Yeah.
just said he was a sellout. He's letting you know he's a sellout.
Well, yeah. I mean, he pretty much gave you the breakdown. If you're 21 to 24 or five, you don't know any better, so you're just doing that to do it.
That's a cop out. Niggas know
Look,
better.
look. I know it's a cop out, but what I'm saying is the younger kids, they will go a little harder than guys my age would on a mic or in life in general. So I kind of see what he's saying as far as like that's the cool thing to do when you're younger. But once you hit a certain age, man, it's time to be a man. It's time to stop being, a boy, especially in music and stuff. Let's start doing some man music. You know, start
Mm.
doing some adult shit. That rah rah. I'm gonna go fuck somebody up's high school shit. You know.
You right about that?
I
You
mean,
absolutely right about that one.
honestly, the only people I hear rapping about adult shit is probably J. Cole and I would say maybe Drake on the sexual side of stuff, but those are the two most adult mainstream artists I can think of off the
Mm,
top of my head.
mm.
I mean, I'm sure there's a dozen more that I just probably ain't hip to, um, but those are the guys I can think of off the top that do music that aren't, necessarily gangster type shit. You know what I mean?
Mm. What's crazy is I got another video, but he went on to mention like other things. Now I got a couple of other series of videos, but I wanted to kind of base this around the whole Meek Mill thing,
Yeah.
because that's what's going to pull in the algorithm. But
Right.
I definitely see Meek Mill's changing. Of course, when you get older, you do better. In a sense, but
Right.
that still doesn't take away that he knew what he was selling. He was not naive.
Well, he
He
said
understood
he's
the
36
game.
now, right? He's 36 now.
Yeah, but like,
Well,
the nigga don't stop wanting to win at 36.
no, no,
He
no.
just transitioning over.
What I'm saying is, even by his logic, he's about 11 years past knowing, which kind of supports your theory that he just sold out. I mean, honestly, if he
And
gives you that 21 to 24 to do whatever the fuck you want mentality type of music, and then after that, you should know better. Then he's 36 and he's just now knowing better.
yeah,
I mean, I don't. I mean, I understand the logic with the age thing, but I don't understand why you kept going with it. If you know that, is that something new to you? Is that something, you know what I mean? And
and
by
I
you,
and
I mean to him.
look,
Uh,
instead of being like, what, I like this type of music. Even though I know the labels is paying us more to
mhm.
produce this type of music, but that's like saying, they pump out more movies, more violent movies. That's like saying they pump out more violent games and video games and shit. You know
Right,
what I mean? Like, people gonna always do something for some capitalism. People gonna always do something to make
right,
some money. So
right.
it ain't like your lyrics or that was what it was. It's just that that's what you used. You used to say the choice of words at that moment. That's what you use. And I don't. I look at it as just being honest. Like, look, like, I'm gonna be straight up. Yeah, I'm the same age, but I like the shit. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, you hear some records. Yeah, I don't got every record that I do is all gunplay, but you hear some records. You know what I mean? Where, hey man, you touch the lines. It is what it is. You know what I mean? You gonna hear that. I mean, look at Kendrick. Kendrick still says it in his records. So it ain't like the shit is abstract. You know what I mean? It ain't like it's so far out that conscious rap is still moving. You mentioned him earlier, J. Cole. J.
Right.
Cole is still killing. You want to
Mhm.
say he sell out? I mean, come on. I mean, like, you choose what you choose, and then people
Right.
choose what they want to say in political forms. That was
Right.
a political correct type of interview, which I don't knock him for. I do not knock him for that. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? That was a great political type of. That's just what it is. You know what I
Right.
mean? All the extras are just. Here's another one. Here's another one.
All
Check
right.
this out. This is now. This, I hope I brought the other video to explain. Okay, I'm gonna play this one.
The internet, they got me under. I'm just you could Google this stuff on TikTok. They got me like as I'm following Robert Kraft for them. They control me like puppets. This is no such thing. This is a man that cared about me at one of my worstest times where I didn't have as many resources as you think as a rapper. I say taking risks and just being more open. I don't have a religion. I'm from Philadelphia where like 90% of the community is Muslim. My mom is Christian. If I've been in prison a lot of times where 90% of the prison was Muslim, it was my best benefits. I've read the Quran, the Bible, I read a lot of things, but what I noticed is if I would have became Muslim or any other race, it would have separated me from my mother. So in some of my other family members, my grandmother, which is Christian, she's one of the most precious things in our family. I decided just to take a stance and believe in God so I could represent all people regardless. And that's just always been my stance as a younger person. So just be more open and take risks, I would say.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, ain't that such political? That's such a I'm not trying to be controversial. I ain't trying to get all. I ain't doing it for the views and
I
shit.
didn't-
I ain't doing it for the gram. But that was pretty fucking that was pretty fucking political and shit.
I
No
mean,
lie.
I got some dudes from Philadelphia. I didn't realize it was a little mecca over there. You know what I'm saying? He was throwing large percentages out. He must have grew up in a predominantly mathematics neighborhood. You know, so I don't
Bro,
know. I'll
I
have to
think
talk.
that's another Meek Mills that we're looking at. He's changing his brand. That's
Hmm.
what it looks like. He's
Yeah.
changing his image. He's changing his brand. He's recirculating, and it's kind of seeming like what these like cats generally do: get a name while they're young and kind of start changing their image and who they are, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
throughout time. But not knowing we have at least 10, 15 years of your records. You know what I mean? Like of who
Hey,
you were, right?
right.
So
Right.
it just makes you look at like, are you being really true to what the records are saying, or no? You know what I mean? Is that just for the game? That just for sell a business? Just to sell a
Um,
business? You know what I mean? And people don't know that. Consumers don't know that.
well,
They think this is your real life.
he's just taking a page out Jay Z's playbook.
It's
You
a
know what I
day
mean?
job.
Yeah.
Yo, go put these records out.
Yeah.
So I get what he's saying. Oh yeah, the label pay me more to do more violent records because it's a day job for you. It makes sense.
Right.
I mean, I don't knock him. He just telling us. It's just for us to read between the lines.
Well,
But
he
as
said,
as an industry person, I know. As an artist and cat's been in this, I can read between the lines. I can give the okay. This is what he's really saying. And if he was in front of me right now, he would say no. But a real motherfucker that knows the game, that understands, and that watches cats in the industry. He who studies the craft.
hmm
He's seen this playbook already.
oh yeah, yeah. You nailed it right on the head there with him rebranding himself. I'm just curious what he's going to rebrand himself as, though.
Huh?
Maybe life lifting help.
Maybe
Life.
life lifting help humble. Yeah, maybe it did.
Yeah,
You know
it
what
might
I mean?
have.
I mean,
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. I said it may had. I don't know, but I think it's definitely him rebranding himself. How many of those?
It ain't gonna stop the next concert.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is how many corporate sponsors really go after thug artists? You know what I mean? He's playing now. He's playing. Where's my next check coming from?
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
mm.
Now I got to rebrand myself a little bit, make myself
Deja
look a
vu.
little more adult, so I can start getting some of these corporate sponsorships and stuff like that. Start seeing me in some commercials. Get my own liquor
Yeah,
brand.
he need to get
Whatever
a.
it may be. He's
He need
starting
to
to
get a
trans.
bit.
He's starting.
Yeah.
He's starting to do what I advise all artists to do, which is leverage your fame into something different when once you get to a certain
Well,
level.
you got to. Well, take this in the key. I had played a video on my last show where I was talking about how Bow Wow was saying that the majority of music nowadays is trash.
Right.
But that wasn't the issue. The issue was the question that he was asked, and he was asked, "Hip hop is not charting. It has not been charting in the past some odd years.
Right.
Why do you think that?" And that's when he said, "Yeah, hip hop is trash." Blah 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 blah. Woo. Now, my thing is an actual science answer would be the reason why hip hop is not charting because you have people selling to the same market and they're oversaturating that market.
Hmm.
And that's when you get stocks go down. When you
Right.
get so many people buying in, stocks go down.
Right.
So if everybody's in one little pot, I mean, just like stocks, it's just like stocks. If everyone can understand that, but it's
Mhm.
just like stocks. Now I'm just so not thrilled off of your music because I got old boy over here makes the same type of music and it sounds a little more gutter.
Yeah.
As a person over here that makes the same type of music, right? So now I don't have to really indulge into really getting to knowing who that artist is and that sound that they have.
Right.
Because now they all have the same sound. They
Yeah.
are selling the same product. So now the stock on that product has gone down because so many people buying it. So the stock is not as high. You get
Well,
what I mean?
how many new artists come out that just sound the same though?
Right, right.
Yeah.
Which exactly to my point that it brings down that stock. Like if like think about it. How much will I be worth if there was 17 other Biz Entertainments?
Right.
You get what I mean? How much really would I be worth now? It's, I'm
Yeah,
not really worth
exactly.
as much because there's 100 other Biz Entertainments,
Right.
right? So the whole thing is to like understand that if you got something unique and something that's nobody else have, and you're willing to break barriers with that, stick with that, and make it so genuine that yes, somebody may try to copy, but they can't copy the actual IP. They can't copy the actual idea. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's when, you know, you go into your whole trade market and start copyrighting your trademarks and all of those things. But you know that you're protected on that end. And
Right.
then that's on a business side. But then again, you know that you're not going to have anybody that's trying to get into your market because you only sell that type of product, right? And you've made that product known. Now people can, you could turn your company into a white label product and now license out your product to different companies and then let them put their name on it. That's a whole nother, I mean, anyway, that's a whole nother game. But the real ordeal is that a lot of artists are not understanding that they're bringing the stock down. So in order to raise your stock, you have to be something different that gives your stock a lot more value so that it makes people want to pay more.
Right.
And that's the ordeal.
I agree with that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I got another one for y'all.
Okay.
Here we go. Like week. All right. So, all right. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Here it is. Here
Best
it is.
friends with Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots. Like they hang out together, they go to Celtics games together, they're on private jets together. It's so funny. If you Google, like literally Google Meek Mill Robert Kraft. I need you to I need to hear your reaction when you see this. They're like best friends. It's like it's cool. Best friends with Robert Kraft.
And that's when
The
you
internet, they
got
got me under. I'm just you could Google this stuff on TikTok. They got me like as I'm following Robert Kraft for them. They control me like puppets. This is no such thing. This is a man that cared about me at one of my worstest times where I didn't have as many resources as you think as a rapper. I say taking risks and just being more open. I don't have a religion. Uh,
so that just kind of shows you how like when I could see how he's changing his brand and he's changing his image because look at the
Right.
people he's starting to be around. You get what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, he's around billionaires at this point. You know what I mean?
Right, right,
So
right. So you
yeah. Why?
can't operate the same.
Yeah.
The
Why?
homies can't come up here, homie.
Yeah. Can't have you thugging up here at the Celtics game, bro.
You
Yeah.
feel me? Yeah, man. Facts.
I mean,
Facts.
that's pretty much what he said.
And that's all it is. Him trying to get. I ain't gonna say that, but like he really actually do care for the guy, right? I'm not gonna say he don't care, but a lot of cats can see this from a mile away. Oh yeah, he just trying to build a tight relationship up. So when he's ready to launch some crazy thing, Robert Kraft will be behind the project. You get what I mean? He got a
Yeah.
billionaire backing, right? And who knows if the relationship with him and Jay-Z is good, which I'm pretty sure it is. But you could tell that it's either him he'll have at least two. Like he's building his stock portfolio in a way. Like when you get a couple billionaires behind your back, it's easy for you to push and launch and branch off and become a billionaire yourself.
Yeah, but Robert Kraft really ain't known for dabbling in music like that. You know what I mean?
Nah, who said he was gonna do music next? You know, I'm
Yeah,
not talking about Rob. I'm talking about Meek. That's what I'm talking
right.
about. It's Meek the one that's setting up his, staple. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
You
So
know,
so the question is now, well, where's he go next? You know what I mean? Like, what's
mm,
next for Meek Mill?
I guess
What?
that's his move.
Yeah, like, what's his next move here? Like, I mean, I really can't tell what his next move is, other than maybe being a part owner of like a sports franchise in Philadelphia or something of that nature.
Wow. I guess yeah, because that's the only thing it could be. I mean, no, 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 no. That's not the only thing. Let me not put Saw. I ain't
But,
trying to put
yeah, that
Saw,
ain't the only thing, but that would be why he would hang
but
around Robert
right,
Kraft and stuff like that.
right,
Unless he's
right.
wanting to do something like Master P is and get into the food.
You know what, Todd? Todd, that would make sense because you know why? They wouldn't be able to like in order to build relationship up with an owner or somebody, like you have to have more than just money. More
Right,
than just money just don't get you in there. Money gets the conversation started, but it don't get you the membership. You know what I mean?
right,
And
right. You got to have
make
something that's going to make them more money. So he's
or
got
the
something.
relationship. Just look at the relationship.
Right, right,
What relationships you have to establish you in this type of market? I mean, look at J. Cole. J. Cole just became part of him, but he's been establishing that relationship for so long
right.
that you know what I mean. It ain't been on Twitter or fucking IG or anything like that. Ain't
No,
nobody been on it like that. But it just came out that yeah, he's part owner of what I mean, North Carolina, Charlotte. So it's great because at least we didn't get to be in that process of him working that out like we seen the process of Meek Mill and Robert Kraft. You get
right,
what I mean? Like,
right,
dude, this is a high level conversation. I ain't gonna lie. This is such a high level conversation. Like, if people can understand what we're talking about, on a high IQ, once you're past, like, where money doesn't really matter. Money doesn't get you in the door. You get what I mean? Money can buy you many things, but it can't get you into certain doors. You got to have relationships with certain people for them to really know who you are, for you to make this type of wealth. I mean, think about it. Every person, not saying every person that became a billionaire, but you see these cats will team up with these billionaires and start building up these relationships for about a year or two, and all of a sudden now they billionaires.
right.
You get what I mean?
Yep, yeah,
Because you are what you're around.
yeah.
You are
Absolutely,
what. So I don't
absolutely.
think
That's
we really understand that they're practicing manifestation right in front of our
right.
face, and we're not even understanding
Yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah. That's something I was telling Jay about this week, man. Just the fact that ever since me and him's been, on the business end of shit, everything's kind of taken off to a different level. And I think it's because we're really on the same mindset when it comes to business and different types of things like that. And it's like the old saying: "You are who you hang around with." Man, if you hang around with a bunch of deadbeats, you're going to end up being a deadbeat with them. If you hang out with a bunch of Fortune 500 business owners, you're going to end up owning a Fortune 500 business. Because that's what you're learning, that's what you're fed, that's what you're consuming. Yeah,
Mm,
you're
people,
consuming knowledge. You're consuming knowledge, and you're pushing one another.
facts, facts.
Yep.
So nah, man, I know you're right about that. So, because you have to be able to manifest it, you know. But this is good, I mean, I think we should be able to, those that's watching, those who are going to continue to watch throughout the weeks and things like that. I mean, this is good because at least they're able to see the high level rebranding. Even though we can have our own speculations on Meek Mills,
Right.
he's still rebranding himself as if you really sit back and look at the chess playing moves,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
This is a father,
Yep.
you know. He's a boss, right? He has to pay bills. You know, he has to pay people. You know what I mean? I mean, this is the guy who got a few companies up under himself, right?
Right.
He's just now trying to reach new heights. And when you go into that whole new rebranding stage, you're going to have to associate yourself with certain people and shave off the old shit. You know what I mean? And generally by that time, the homies are probably out of the picture. Generally, that's around in their late 30s, bro. It generally comes around that age. You know what I mean? That's when shit start clicking. That's when the whole niggas stop partying so much or whatever because they got it out their system or whatever. They stop bailing the homies out. They stop, you know what I mean? They stop giving money to people, going broke, giving money to the family and shit. That's when they start really learning everything. You know what I mean? So I think, what's up, tribe? What's up? You already know, tribe. You already know. So that's Riri. So I think this is really big for him. You know what I mean? I know we really talked about him saying that the music industry have paid him more money to rap about violence. And then now you see him having an interview with Robert Kraft and he's talking about becoming, exactly, Riri. He's talking about becoming a wiser person, really. Right? He's talking about growing up and, you know, and so I think we really kind of stumped on a lot of things, but definitely people, you know, if you guys checked it out, y'all can go back to the beginning, check out more. Of course, I'm gonna take this clip and I'm gonna chop it up and it's gonna become, you know what I mean, a lot of things. But definitely this is really a great one. I got maybe 3 more videos that's off topic. I'm gonna bring this down. I want to talk to you about Brittany Renner. Have you seen what was been going viral online?
I have not. Let's see this.
Oh man, bro, this has been nuts. This chick, hold on, let me take this banner down.
All right.
This chick has been OMG gone nuts. And I'm surprised you haven't seen this. I'm really surprised. This has been going crazy.
Yeah, I've been under a rock the past couple weeks with work, so I haven't seen a lot.
Hold on. Brittany Renner gone ape shit. Here we go.
All right.
No,
Miss
come on,
May.
please. Come on, man, please. No? Come on, man, please.
I need you to be kind and respectful to my guests.
No,
Miss
come on,
May.
please. Come on, man, please. No? Come on, man, please.
I need you to be kind and respectful to my guests. Where that pig poker at, man? Go ahead. Go ahead and get the pig poker out. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I did nothing for that.
Oh, man, please.
Oh, that's wait a minute. Miss Runner.
All right, chill. There's a lot of equipment in here. Why'd you get water poured on you?
We sauced up.
What I miss?
For behaving. That's right. For to be
All right. Landon, the stream is now for
What the fuck was that about?
Oh, bro, it's worse. She starts cussing out everybody. It gets nutty. It was crazy. The whole point of playing the video is just that if this was men would have, if that was a dude, he would have got the dog shit knocked out of him.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just don't walk into a grown man's space and, you know, throw water in their face and, you know what I mean, climb up on the yeah, no grown man's twerking on another grown man and not getting knocked out unless you're
dude, come on, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit was just too much, man. Too much.
Yeah. Well, at first I thought she was being playful, So I'm like, all right, well, where's she go crazy at? And then she gets off the lap, and then yep, there it is. There it is. there she goes off the rocker.
Oh shit.
Well,
Uh,
was she throwing the water at dude because he was saying, "Where's the pig poker?"
I guess. Hey,
I
she
mean,
just launched
I
water.
could see
I,
she probably got mad at him saying that, but I mean, at the end of the day, like you're the one that climbed on dude's lap in the middle of a bunch of dudes, and you didn't think you was gonna get some dude shit said to you.
yeah,
That was different.
yeah.
I don't. Hopefully, she's all right mentally. She may have been in a bad mental space or something. But yeah, that was a little bit different.
Yeah, yeah, you had. So, DeSantis on this presidential race, right?
Yeah.
But
Yep.
people ain't feeling him like you think.
That's the governor of Florida, correct?
Yeah, he ain't getting that much love as you think. Check this out.
Came here to let you know that you'll never be our president. You're just another establishment little bitch. Thank you.
Well, okay, let's just, some people are actually here to see me.
Hey.
Bro, it gets more awkward, bro. It gets awkward.
So
When I first heard him say that, you just another establishment little bitch.
yeah.
I was like, that's the most gangster shit I ever heard, bro. Like gangster as fuck. You just the establishment little bitch.
So I want to say
Like,
that's going to be the Trump effect on politics, man.
duh. It gets
Came here to let you know that you'll never be our president. You're just another establishment little bitch. Thank you.
Well, okay, let's just, some people are actually here to see me, Some people actually like me. For instance, show of hands, everybody. How many of you are actually going to vote for me? One guy. Okay, I guess this is just really awkward.
Emotional, damn it!
Came here to let you know.
Oh, man, I laughed hard. One person. Hey. How many are actually here to vote for me? One person. Like, you didn't have to say it out loud. Now everybody knows. Wow.
I was yes, exactly. Wow. Don't even know what to say. Speechless.
I think if the presidential election was, let's say, a year ago, he may have won. But now that it's getting further away from COVID and him being the COVID hero that he was to a lot of people, I think his likability is going downhill. He's getting exposed a little bit more.
Who? Biden?
No, DeSantis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think Trump kind of, when they were going back and forth, that kind of hurt him a little bit.
Kind of.
It did a lot. I mean, let's face
Trump.
it.
Hey, Trump might even be president.
Hey, Trump is that kid on he's the bully in the schoolyard, and ain't nobody been able to punch him in the mouth yet. You know what I'm saying? He just goes out there and just says like the most outlandish shit ever.
That's probably the only bully I fuck with. I ain't gonna lie, man. I know Trump ain't the most likable person in the world, but
okay,
bro.
So all right, so I'm not the biggest Trump guy on earth, especially with some of the stuff that he's done. But on the other hand, when
People
he was
make it seem
president,
like he killed. People make it seem like the man fucking committed a Holocaust or some shit.
No, he committed a crime, but he didn't do anything that any of the rest
When
of them have
fucking
ever done.
Obama committed 4 crimes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's
15.
not doing anything that any of the other ones haven't done. That's what I
Yeah.
forget.
Okay.
You know, so basically, what I'm thinking is they're pretty much running him through the mud with all these indictments and stuff right now, so that he cannot run again because they know that Biden isn't strong enough to win a second term against
You
Trump.
said he's strong enough to win a second time?
No, he is not strong enough to
Oh
win a
yes,
second term in this.
yes, yeah, yes. I was
So,
about to say.
no. I know a lot of Democrats are delusional to that, but he's not. Um, let's face the facts. When Trump was in office, gas prices were under $2 a gallon. They're up damn near $4 a gallon now.
Shit, LA is at $5.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, this is just in my area.
Fuck,
So
bro.
LA and different areas of the nation are a lot higher because you got.
Yes, it is.
And then
I wish I was over there.
could we, man, Biz, you're gonna get me on a political tirade on a musical show. I just
Hey, it's West Coast
for the
heavy.
life of me, I don't understand why the fuck people want an electric car. All right, I understand the theory behind an electric car. It's a good theory, but the problem is you still have to plug the motherfucker in. All right, you're trying to reduce fossil fuels, which in turn you're increasing because they got to burn fucking coal to get the electric. You're digging up the goddamn planet to get the fucking batteries, the shit for the batteries, which is more harmful than gas ever is. You know, so I just don't understand the whole theory. Like, let's get everybody off of gas. Gas is bad. Let's put them on electric.
Hold on. So you said they gotta dig in the earth to be able to find the ingredients that they need
Yeah,
to contribute.
what the fuck's the? I can't even think of what the battery is right now. You got me, because I wasn't prepared for this type of talk. But
I wasn't too. I'm learning. You got me
yeah,
learning.
it's the shit that god damn it, I can't think of it off the top of my head. Now you're gonna make me Google something, man. Electric. It's the lithium. The
Lithium.
lithium. Yeah, when they dig up the lithium, it's more damaging to the
Earth.
ecosystem of the earth than gasoline is.
And that's why Elon trying to get his ass up off of Earth. Huh?
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of oxymorons that go into the whole environmental shit. You know, I mean, I look, it's good in theory, but you know, communism is good in theory. You know what I mean? Just because it's good in theory doesn't mean it's good in practice.
Mm,
So,
mm,
um,
wow.
yeah,
You
yeah, I
got
mean,
me. You took me in. I'm learning.
yeah. So, I mean, grocery prices are up. I mean, this whole shit it's been a shit show the last 4 years, 3 years. You know what I mean? That this guy's been in office. He needs to go. Um, the whole COVID shit is getting ready to come back out. And I'm
That's a
getting
scam,
tired.
though. It's a
So
scam,
since
man.
we're here, I'm getting tired of the same fucking playbook too. All right.
See?
So so we got the same fucking playbook every time the election comes up. All right. It's always some sort of fucking disease or
Crisis.
up, right? Some sort of crisis, right? It's always police violence towards black people. It's always racial tension to divide us. Okay. And there's always school shootings. That's the four fucking things that divide the whole country is racism, guns, and
Sex.
sex, telling you how to live your life. You know what I mean? There's the
And
people that
COVID.
will go along with all that, and there's the people that won't. and that's how they divide us, man. It's all divide and conquer tactic that nobody's smart enough to understand. That's what the fuck they're doing.
Shit, I would say if Bill Gates has a cure for fucking mosquitoes, and he's the same one created these lab mosquitoes,
Right.
god damn. That's
Right.
a good way to always have a. Anyway, maybe I'm talking too much. I'm in my conspiracy. We gotta do it on my conspiracy show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
I
have to
mean,
get on the
yeah.
conspiracy show one time. 'Cause I like a good conspiracy myself, man.
Me too. Me too. Me too. It's definitely fun, you know. So I'm definitely with it. But yeah, man, definitely been great.
Yeah.
You know, what I mean, I got one more for you guys before we head out. 15 seconds. It should be pretty entertaining.
Regardless how the next person feel, I'm not gonna take my flag down. If I got anything to do with it, ain't no monument gonna come down.
Daniel Sims says he was adopted as a child.
My whole family's white. Went to all white school, grew up in all. Regardless how the next person feel.
And there you go, America.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
West Coast Every TV podcast, everyone. Jay Adams not in today, but I'm gonna let Todd get in, y'all. I'll see you guys soon on the next show. Cheers.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Appreciate you guys stopping in, checking us out. You can tell Biz ran shit today. He got me fired up. That don't happen too often, but appreciate you guys tuning in, and I appreciate your guys' input on the show. If there's a topic you guys want us to talk about, hit us up. Let us know. We'll touch on it as good as we can get it, and we'll scrub it clean and try to get everything you guys need to know out of anything you need to know. So we're definitely trying over here. We appreciate you guys. Appreciate the Biz Network, my man Biz, and Jay Adams as always. Appreciate you, man. We love you guys, and we're out.